Meijer was starting to get some of these Transformers 1 toys, and I popped into one hoping to find something. And not only did I find something, but I found the big old school leader class style electronic sized Optimus Prime toy. And yeah, I'm very, very excited. So it's called Power Flip Optimus Prime. So I feel like this is kind of going to have some of that old like flip change feature to it. He's got like some of that armor like we saw with a lot of the Cyberverse Optimus Primes. He does actually have a gimmick where he can go from Orion packs to Optimus Prime, and that's super exciting. We can see that he grows from like 8.35 inches to 9.46 inches, and then 10.36 inches for this Ultimate Optimus Prime mode. So it's pretty cool that he like genuinely like transforms and goes through this metamorphosis of just becoming a bigger, cooler Optimus Prime. He is a Cybertronian truck. It's the truck we've kind of seen with a lot of these Transformers 1 toys. A Hero Rises. It says that up there. I guess that's like a different sub-name for this toy. I'm so excited for this movie. We get to see the cast on the side. Bumblebee, Elita 1, D16, and Orion packs. Looking very fun. He does have a little bit of a Try Me feature in the box here, so we can press this button.
Prime power armor. The Matrix of Leadership.
And yeah, it's just making cool noises. I'm definitely digging it. He comes with a sword and his axe, which is very neat. I'm so excited for this movie. It's like Rise of the Beast all over again. Now that the Rise of the Beast toys are going away, we have a whole new movie already to just get excited about. So let me go ahead and get this guy opened up, and we'll have some fun, shall we? Alright, so here he is all opened up, and I wanted to start off in Orion Pax mode, because I just think the whole transition from Orion to Optimus to this Ultimate Optimus is just really fun, and I really just wanted to show it off. And then after we do that, we'll transform and we'll see the truck mode and what's going on with that. But my first impressions of this bot are pretty positive. He's got a decent amount of weight to him, especially for like a modern like $50 electronic figure. I'm really happy with that. The Orion Pax mode looks really nice. He's kind of chonky. He's got a little bit of chonk going on, but given the electronics, the gimmicks, everything, I can forgive it. If you want a super accurate Orion Pax, I'm sure they're going to make, like, you know, a deluxe or whatever they're doing for the movie. I'm sure they're going to do it. But yeah, I've got all of his weapons stored on his back. He's got his shield, which also serves as, like, the top of the truck. And then we have his sword and his axe. Very nice inclusions there. Definitely dig that. I really enjoy just the design philosophy for Transformers 1. I think it's just looking really nice so far. And I think the toys are very nice looking too. It's probably my favorite animated Transformers aesthetic that I have seen since Prime. I really, really love the Transformers 1 designs. And I'm so happy with this toy. I'm so excited. I mean, I love different Optimus Primes, so naturally this was a no-brainer for me. I just wanted it. And yeah, I'm definitely really digging this guy. Getting in even closer, that is a really nice Orion Pax head sculpt. I really enjoy that. That just looks really good. Chest looks good, very classic Orion Pax inspired. The arms look nice. The smokestacks you flip down to kind of make them look a little smoother. I just like the overall aesthetic and smoothness of the designs. Even the silver forearms, I think, work pretty well. He does have his button right there, and we'll press that in a little bit. Then his legs pretty much remain unchanged between Orion and Optimus, but they do see a slight little change in the Ultimate mode, which unfortunately sacrifices knee articulation. That's one of the only bits of articulation that you're really going to miss on this guy. Everything else is there except for the knees. I like seeing knees on my robots, but when it comes to like these big electronic talking ones, it's not something I need. Because like ultimately when it comes to just having fun and posing this guy around, you're not really going to need to bend the knees too awful much. I mean, you're just kind of having a fun time with it. Speaking of having a fun time with it, let's get him armed up and listen to some of his sound effects. So here, let's take his shield off, and we will put that in his arm, I guess. It's got a little tab right there. Looking cool, looking cool. And then I guess we'll give him the axe. Plug that in his hand, rotate that. And he doesn't really have space for the sword, but I guess we can still store the sword on the shield. Looking nice. So yeah, looking cool with the weapons. They definitely fit on nice. I feel like the axe is definitely meant more to go in the left hand than the right, but you can put it in either one. The shield, for being just a part of the truck, actually looks really nice in my opinion. And yeah, let's listen to some of his sound effects. What does he say in Orion Pax mode? I haven't really listened to any of these yet.
Nice work.
Seems to be about it. I mean, you can do the funny thing where he just hit the button.
I am Orion Pax.
Yeah, it seems to pretty much be what you see in the Orion Pax mode. For articulation in this mode, he has a swivel at the head. He has hinges and swivels at both of the shoulders. He has hinges and swivels at the elbows and very nice ratchets as well. Nothing at the waist, but he does have universals at the hips. I wish he had something at the ankle at least, but it's okay. You know, I wish he would have had knees or something. But still, you know, for being a big electronic toy that's definitely aimed more for the younger audience, this is a very nice version of Orion Pax / Optimus Prime. And I think for the whole gimmick of him turning from Orion to Optimus in the movie is very well translated in this toy. Alrighty, and to go from Orion to Optimus is pretty easy. Just flip the smokestacks, and we pretty much just pull the chest up. And then we move this chest piece up. And then there we go. Here he is in his Optimus Prime mode. And I do have to say the proportion is much better for Optimus Prime. Definitely very, very improved. Articulation's still the same. You can still move his Optimus Prime head as well, which I very much appreciate. And with a new upgraded mode comes some new sound effects.
I feel whole. I am Optimus Prime, full of primes.
So it seems like each mode has like 3 voices and then like various sound effects. I guess this back down here is the cog of conversion. That's kind of cool. I definitely enjoy how that's integrated into the toy itself. I think it's really neat. Obviously, we can still arm him up with all this stuff, especially when we get to the more super mode. We're gonna want to make sure he's armored up, and you can still store this on the back if you want. This is definitely one of those accessories. It's kind of like a parts forming thing, where you will have to take it off and put it somewhere else for the transformation, but still, it does store nice on the back. Looks pretty good. Speaking again on the design philosophy for this movie, I love Optimus Prime's head design. It just looks very friendly, but also very leadershiply and intimidating. I love Optimus. He's one of my boys, man. Alright, let's go ahead and get him in this ultimate Optimus Prime mode. Something that I doubt we're gonna see in the movie, but hey, it makes for a fun toy. So it's pretty much just a couple steps. You extend the legs, and that is the main thing that will limit the knee articulation, which sucks, but it's not the end of the world. I'm not too worried about it. It does look very nice, though, even in the Optimus Prime mode with the longer legs, so that's kind of up to you. And pretty much all you have to do to get the arms. You can extend them, you can do the whole flip-me-do, and it will get it done. I think that's cool. But because I'm on a desk and everything, and because I have been struggling to get this to work on the desk, especially considering I have to have my arms out at arm's length because of the camera in between, all you really have to do is just nudge the shoulders back. And here is Optimus Prime in his ultimate Optimus Prime mode. It looks pretty cool. You know, he's got a new helmet and everything. He does have the Matrix of Leadership in there, which is pretty cool to see. And as always, I enjoy a good transformation sound. Yeah, he's got the Matrix of Leadership. I think it's pretty cool. And, is that right? Oh, that's so cool. Wow, I didn't expect that. I don't know if you can have him holding it with 2 hands, but they did actually add little slots in the hands so he can hold the Matrix of Leadership. I really enjoy that. I don't know if you could have him like hold it up aloft. Given the articulation, I doubt you can, but especially with both hands. But still, you can actually have him hold the Matrix of Leadership. I like that. Alrighty, now that we have him all armed up in his ultimate mode, let's go ahead and hear if he has any different sound effects here.
We stand together. Prime power armor. We stand together. The Matrix of Leadership.
I really enjoy this whole Ultimate Prime Armor thing, but me personally, I think I'm going to display this guy. I'll probably have him displayed in just normal Optimus Prime mode, because in my opinion, this is his nicest look. Alrighty, and with all those shenanigans out of the way with the robot mode, let's go ahead and get him in the truck mode, because obviously he's a transformer. He's got to turn into something. So, I'm pretty sure we want to pretty much get him back into Orion Pax mode. So we'll just kind of flip everything back, push that down, get his chest back down. And you want to actually do that before it's fully pushed, I'm pretty sure, right? right? Am I right? Yeah, there we go. So, what we will then do, we will rotate the legs and hinge these back. That's exactly what we're doing, Orion. How wise of you. So, it seems like, okay, so when that one clips, that triggers another transformation sound effect. And then that will clip back there for the legs to attach to one another. And then from here, we're going to take these shoulder assemblies, get them down on these double hinges, get those attached. And then we're going to tab the arms into the sides just like so. Get everything all nice and together. Rotate the smokestacks back into the Orion Pax configuration as well. And then last and definitely least, I'm never really a fan when this is how transformations are done. You have to take this canopy and then put it on the top to cover the Orion Pax head. So if you're missing this piece, don't have it, or get this guy secondhand years and years later, your truck mode will just always have his head poking out. Alrighty, and then we can take the weapons. I guess we can probably just maybe put the axe in his hand or something, or maybe just store him on these little pegs. Yeah, it seems like he's got those little pegs again, so maybe we can just put those there. Yeah, that seems like the best option. And there we go. Here is our Orion Pax Optimus Prime in his Cybertronian truck mode. I would say this is a pretty decent interpretation of what we've seen from the movie so far, but it's definitely the weakest mode. I mean, it's very dependent on a very critical piece of parts forming with this top canopy, where if you don't have it, this will be your truck mode, and it looks pretty bad. But thankfully we do have it because I bought this guy brand new. It seems to roll okay. He pretty much just has like 4 wheels, 2 under there, and then 2 on the shoulders. Yeah, it seems to roll okay. I'm digging that. And obviously, I'm sure he's going to have some unique truck mode sounds as well.
Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go.
So yeah, overall, I'm pretty hyped about this toy. I think it's pretty neat. Definitely had to cut out some parts of this video where it was kind of fighting me, but to be fair, I literally just opened this guy. I had to learn this toy as I was making this video. I had no real time in between opening it and making the video. I kind of had to take some pauses and be like, so how does this work? How does that work? I mean, obviously you do have the instructions. I did reference them, but it's definitely kind of a little bit of a learning curve, especially with these electronic figures, where you have to figure out, all right, what triggers the gimmick? You know, how do I have this work to have the mechanism work right? This, that, and the other. How does that need to be positioned? And honestly, out of a lot of these larger, like $50 sized Optimus Primes, this is definitely one of my favorites. Cyberverse put out some really good ones. Like, especially the one with the very similar, like, armor gimmick where it flops out from the back. The Cyberverse figure that did that is incredibly good. And this Optimus / Orion, I think, does a pretty good job. Now, if you're just casually collecting Transformers 1 toys, is this something you need? I don't know. It's up to you. The whole purpose of this toy is that it portrays the whole Orion Pax into Optimus Prime transformation that we will see in the movie. This toy is the embodiment of the evolution. He gets, like, the cog of transformation. He gets, you know, the matrix of leadership. This toy goes through all of the levels of growth that we will see Orion go through. And that's the whole point of it. And I think this toy does a really good job of replicating everything that we'll see in the movie. Now, obviously, there's Studio Series, there's the main line, there's tons of different options for an Orion / Optimus Prime in this line. And I'm sure most people will just be fine with the Studio Series, and I don't blame you. But me, I love these new Transformers movies. I love all the merchandise. I love the big talking electronic toys, and I especially love Optimus Prime. So this was a no-brainer for me. Very happy I got it as early as I did, and I'm very excited to start the journey of Transformers 1 toys that I'm sure will be very long and very expensive. So come along. I just started the playlist of Transformers 1 toys. This is the very first video in the playlist. That will be linked at the end of the video. So yeah, I'm very excited to start this journey of talking about these new toys from this new, very exciting movie. Thank you guys so much for watching. Special shout out to channel members, as always. Thank you all so much for the continued support. Have a great one, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Didn't know he did that.